Hey, this is Redban, and you're listening to the Death Squad Podcast Network. This episode of Your Mom's House and all the podcasts of Death Squad can be found at deathsquad.tv. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and rate and review our show on iTunes. You could help us out financially, because this all comes out of my own pocket, by clicking on the donation tab at Death Squad. And now, here is Your Mom's House.
You know we straight with doing your mom.
I'm doing your mom, yes yours. First order in the Walmart, picking out your drawers. Big Dolly Parton hair like an 80s prom queen, but her ass was looking good all up in them mom jeans. I approached her in the checkout line and said,
Yo baby, what's up?
she had 2 gallons of milk and I was staring at her jugs. 5 minutes later she agreed to get with me, so we went and rocked the minivan like giggity giggity giggity.
I was riding your mom, which is Mario Kart. I gave her a lift back to her crib because I couldn't start.
So
She
dumb.
invited me in the house and we started making out again. How many times I tapped that ass?
Over 9,000!
Yeah, she called me bitch 'cause I
dumb.
knocked the dust off it later.
There it is, everybody. Welcome to Your Mom's House.
What was the name of that? Those people.
I literally Googled
Doing your mom.
Your Mom, and this came up. Doing Your Mom original.
16 million hits, too.
Yeah.
Can we just say that? You know, that drives me
awesome.
crazy when you look at some of these videos and you're like, what? 16
Well,
million?
can I tell you what? Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet.
Oh, that's
Guess how
awesome.
many people have seen sitting on the toilet?
I would probably say a shitload, because that's just ridiculous.
19 million people have
Wow.
viewed Sitting on the Toilet. Do you know that what I'm referring to?
Sitting on the I haven't heard. I mean, I've done it, but I don't know.
This is the voice, ladies and gentlemen, of Patrick Keane. He is our guest today on Your Mom's House. He is a very funny stand-up comic, a very good friend of mine. He's on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. He has done Ferguson. He has done... What else have you done?
I
Keane,
did
that I don't know?
Live at Gotham on Comedy Central.
Live at Gotham. He's a touring comedian. So
Yeah.
please welcome to Your Mom's House, Patrick Keane! Woo! Oh, there's she.
And
There's
it's 37 million.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Let's hear a little bit. This is Sitting on the Toilet, Patrick Keane.
Sitting on the toilet.
It's so ridiculous.
Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet.
She looks like my statue. Like the statue right there that's next to you.
This is a very racist,
Oh my God,
mammy
Sitting on the toilet.
Jemima.
Sitting on the
That's
It
too
toilet.
does look like-
coincidental. Yeah, I mean, she's got the
Sitting on
hat.
the toilet.
It's a very catchy song, and flush.
Gross.
And she has it's you know what? It has a story arc. There's a beginning, a middle,
Yeah.
and an end.
Yeah, that's good writing.
The
Wow.
genius, the simplicity of Sitting on the Toilet.
She does morning pages or something. I mean, you can't just
Morning-
come up with that stuff, right?
Morning pages. Is that from the artist?
Yes, the artist's way.
I actually did you do that? Like,
I
did
started
you-
it. Yeah, I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish
I
it
don't think
either.
anyone finishes it.
No, I tried morning pages and I was like, I don't got enough in this brain.
No,
It's a
well, I
freestyle.
think the idea is that eventually you peel off into something else, and hopefully that gets you results. Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just smoke weed and then just lay in bed at night.
You smoke the morning pages. Yeah, no, that's
Why don't you ever like to smoke weed before a podcast?
Because my brain, weed for me is like very personal. It's like a vision quest. Like I feel like I take it and then I go on my little my journey inside. You know, remember that thing at Disneyland, the journey? What is it? In your inner some. It's not there anymore. It's Captain EO.
the
now.
journey within. I don't. There
Yeah,
was something.
yeah. I get into my little dune buggy and I fucking take it. I get weird, and I like to get weird. It's not a social thing for me. Alcohol is social. Weed is internal.
So you smoke
Yeah.
and like just sit
Yeah.
and like gargle
I
and
get
make weird
weird.
noises and look at the wall? Or
I get weird. I go
really?
to YouTube. I Google Sitting on the Toilet, and I like. I
Is
just.
it just that? Is it that 30-second clip? Is that?
That's it, man.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
wow,
all you
so-
need to
That's
do
all you
to
need
have
to
a career, Keane.
Okay.
Keane, do you smoke pot?
No, I'm not good at it. You know, I always screw it up. Sometimes I'll eat it because it's just so intense.
Oh,
and
that's a
there's no
different
way
high
around it. That
altogether.
is, that's a body high, yeah. But
That's a body.
but I don't. Yeah, I don't smoke. I'll drink. you know.
You're a drinker? I
I'll
didn't know
throw
that.
down some alcohol. Yeah.
Now, Pat Keane, I met you way back when I was just a little 25-year-old, and I was starting stand-up, and you ran a room in a bar.
Oh, that's right.
What was the name of that place?
That was called the Bitter Redhead Bar.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the west side.
Yeah, out on
What a
Lincoln.
great name.
The Bitter Red, and it was a good bar. It was a shitty, smelly place,
Yeah,
and
they didn't have a liquor license. It was just beer and wine. right? So you know
Yeah.
what kind of. It's only going to be guys, because women like cocktails and stuff. And
I didn't even think about that.
it was
back
like
then.
Sailor Bar. I mean, it was like a pirate bar.
It was a
right out there in Santa Monica.
And not only that, I remember the stage notably being, it was different because there was just milk crates.
Yeah,
like there
they
wasn't
were-
even a stage.
They were Pepsi crates.
I'm sorry.
They were Pepsi crates that Craig Coleman and I we stole from a Ralph's or something in the Valley.
Oh, so you
store.
brought in your own crates
brought in
every
our own
week
crates as
and
a
then
stage.
built the stage.
Yeah.
Wow. And then what did you do for sound? I don't remember if you
We had one, just one box. I don't even know what the word. It's a box next to him with a microphone attached, and the speaker just sat 10 feet from the comic and had to project out over the whole bar.
Now, I don't think you knew this about me back then, but when I was doing your open mic, I just started stand up.
Did you really?
Oh, I was.
Oh, you were a beginner. I didn't know that. No, that wasn't.
Well, because our mutual friend Scott Ward
Right.
was like, "You got to meet my friend Keane. Pat Keane's so funny, and he
Yeah.
runs this room." And I did your room, and I would say that the first time I saw the room, and I'd never done a bar before,
Yeah.
I fucking panicked. And I remember this so clear that I went into the bathroom of the Bitter Redhead, and I shit like I have never shit before.
Did you really?
Anxiety, diarrhea, because I never done a bar, and it was like you said, it was this rough place with dudes.
Yeah.
And it was very terrifying for me because I didn't know how to handle it yet. I
Right.
didn't know. I had done like the Ice House Annex or something and like some comedy
Oh,
class.
those are
but
beautiful.
I-
Yeah, nice padded rooms.
yeah, right. And not like a bar because bar gigs are rough. Bar gigs
they're
gigs
tough.
make you a comic. Can make you a bad comic. But
Because people aren't there to see the show; they're there to drink.
that's
yeah.
the best. Do you remember that shit room, the HMS Bounty in Koreatown?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that once. Yeah, it's right across from where Robert Kennedy got assassinated.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was assassinated at the Ambassador Hotel. Now it's nothing.
didn't
It's an
know
open
that.
lot right now. But
Are you serious?
I got to
the hotel's gone?
I actually got to tour that hotel. They were filming Fear Factor there when I first moved here, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to walk around this empty, abandoned hotel?" And I was like, "All right." So I went to the kitchen. I guess is where he was assassinated in. It was
Wait,
like the
are
kitchen.
you talking about the HMS Bounty that was
Yep,
attached
on
to that
Wilshire.
hotel, and you could live there too? You could
no,
also like
the
rent-
hotel across the street is where the shooting was.
I didn't remember. Oh yeah, but it is a lot now. That's why I don't remember it.
Yeah.
How long
How
has
was
it
the
been gone?
tour? Was the tour?
It was spooky as fuck because it was just this
Yeah.
empty hotel, and then you walk into the kitchen, you're just like, and then like this guy that was showing me around was like, "Yeah, that's where you got shot right there." And I'm like, "Wow, this
Oh,
is
that's
ridiculous."
scary.
But I guess they tore it down like the following week or something like that after.
Have you done the Queen Mary tour? That's
No,
haunted.
I was a
really?
cheap
It's scary.
bastard.
I love it.
Dude, it used to be free, right? If people
Yeah.
know, there's this huge fucking boat that used to
Yeah.
be like a
Oh,
like
it's
a
not
love
there.
boat, and then they it became during a war they used it as a war boat or something
Yeah.
like that, and now it's like in Los Angeles, like by Long Beach or
It's
something.
in Long Beach, and it's next to the Spruce Goose,
yeah.
which is like a really big airplane. And when you were a kid, you used to go on field trips down there, and then you go to the Queen Mary, and then you go to the Spruce Goose. But the Queen Mary is haunted.
But you can stay there as like at a hotel. Like so, we almost
think
stayed
so.
there for a hotel room, but then we're like, that's too expensive. Who wants to be on a boat? And then
gives
so
a
we're like,
shit?
let's do a tour. And they're like, all right, it's $49 for this tour per
Yeah.
person, $69 for the deluxe tour. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I see the boat. I don't.
But they
want-
do some, I think, on Halloween where
Yeah.
they tour you around. And there's like two little ghost girls. Oh, there's Patrick Keane.
What-
There you are. Where are you here?
Was
At
there
me.
was there a stall in the women's bathroom at the Redhead at the Bitter Redhead? Because there wasn't a stall. You had to, there was just a toilet.
Shit in front of everybody. I think there was. I do remember it being red for some reason, not violent red, but like a reddish color. And I do remember
interesting. I
maybe
was
being
never-
a one-off. It was a single room, and I just fucking. I think I almost ran away.
Yeah.
I've actually, when I first started stand-up, I did run away from a show at the HMS Bounty.
Did you?
I did because I went in and
You
it
checked
was.
in
I checked in
like
and
with the booker or whatever,
totally did.
and then bailed.
I was so scared because it was a room full of old people.
Right.
The HMS Bounty was also a restaurant,
Yeah.
and so it was a
They
room.
have a great Monte Cristo. They do. Yeah.
And I checked in and I took one look and I was like, nope. And I got in my car and I drove. And I'm not proud of that fact because in comedy that's the ultimate.
Yeah, jumping
Cowardice.
ship. Yeah, I think
You know?
we've all done one or two sets.
Have you
like
done that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, I've done a set where I like 1 minute in, I was like, all right, I'm out.
But you actually got up.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I've driven away from like one time. This guy booked me out in like Citrus College, which is like a community college.
Sure.
And it was like in the middle of the day.
I can't imagine doing a community college in the middle of the day.
Fucking killer. And
Can
what's
you imagine that?
Oh, And what's worse, it was like in the cafeteria. So the fucking kids are eating with their trays and everything.
Yeah.
And I took one look and I was like, nope. And I just walked out if I could do it again.
Why would they even ask you to do that? Who wants to do? Why?
That's a terrible. Well, that's what you do in the beginning. You're just desperate. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, it pays $20. Yeah, man.
And some of these people that book these things are just, I don't know, they're overambitious or too eager to make something that can't happen. You know, it's
Yes.
like daytime cafeteria. The last
Yeah.
possible. A band is one thing because,
Yeah.
you know, you can have a band be a background, like have background music. But with comedy, it really, you need to listen, you know, to get it. And
What's the? Oh my goodness! Is this right? Is this time for a dental update?
Yes. Sure.
Pat Keane, we do dental updates on your mom's house. Do you have one, Redban?
No, I don't. I left my toothbrush at my girlfriend's
my
house.
God.
So I've been doing for the last day, I've been doing the toothpaste on the finger thing, and that does not work.
You're disgusting. You're so fucking gross. You live. Where does your girlfriend live?
In Northridge.
In Africa, there's toothbrushes.
Or North Hills.
At 7-Eleven,
North
you
Hills.
dirtbag.
What's that?
You can buy a toothbrush. I just got one.
Oh,
with a
it's only
99
been.
cent
It's
store.
like it was. It's seriously. I've missed one brushing, so it's like this morning. I was like, oh fuck, and then I was like, oh, I'll just do my finger tooth. Have you ever done that though? Where you
All
put
the
toothpaste
time.
on the
college.
all the time, really? All the
Yeah,
time?
in college. That
Wow.
was real gnarly. You know when you party and
Yeah,
you wake up
yeah.
at someone's house and you know you're like, oh fuck it. You never did that? The finger brush?
I guess I had to, or I'd use somebody's and then just steam it off. Really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You would use someone's.
Someone else's. Yeah.
You're kidding. That's
I would
fucking far worse, dude.
Is it really?
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
But then I would really hot water just steam it.
No.
Out. But it was somebody. It was never.
That's
It wasn't a
gross.
stranger though. It was always like a cute girl, or like if it was a guy friend that was really
Oh.
clean and hygienic.
No,
Oh,
I've done
nasty fuck.
girlfriends, but only
Yeah,
once or
it's different.
twice, and like I said, I washed it up, but I've never would do a guy.
Oh, dude.
All right.
Because the doctors tell you like that's the worst thing you can do is share a toothbrush.
Is it really?
Well, dude, because it's all your gums and your bacteria. And
Yeah, but all that hot
blood
water,
and-
the hot. Doesn't.
Can I tell you, I went to the 99-cent store and I bought a lot of toothbrushes.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really quite a bargain.
but you know what? I've gotten to the point where I can't do the cheap toothbrushes anymore. Like I need the nice, like hardcore $4 toothbrush.
But can I tell you, I've gone into a thing where I have to change them out constantly.
Yeah, me too.
It nauseates me. If I see the bristles even fraying
Nice.
slightly,
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'll spend the $2 to replace.
So you haven't had any, Patrick? You haven't had
Yeah,
any
what's
like
your dental-
horrible dental nightmares or anything
No.
in your
Well,
life?
I mean, I have.
This is such a dumb segment.
No.
I can't
You know what?
believe
People
we're
I have
love
doing
large
this
it.
teeth.
segment.
I have. You can see, I have large teeth.
You do? Are those
Yeah.
your real teeth?
These are real. Yeah, it's funny when people say that. It's like if
Well,
I got
no.
them fake, I wouldn't.
Because we're in LA.
No, because I have two fake fronts.
Oh, you do?
Because I knocked half of one
Me too.
out, and so does Redban.
Oh, wow, really?
And
Yeah.
they come out looking like bondings, and
Yeah.
those look like they could be bondings.
No, they're real.
Just donkey
I had a
teeth.
girl tell me last night. She's like, "You have huge teeth," and I was like, "Oh yeah, all the better, all the better to eat you with."
Pat Keane, all right. So you've never had a dental trouble? Those are all your teeth. Have you ever had braces?
Yeah, I
or
had
headgear?
braces. I had braces and headgear and neck gear. There was one that went over the head and then one behind the neck.
You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you wear it to school?
No, never to school.
No,
never.
that's.
No,
I
never.
never understood the kids that did that. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. If you told me to wear it to school, I'd be
Right.
like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
I'd rather wear this at night for 4 years than wear it all day for 2 years, right?
No.
What nerd was like, all right, I guess I'll ruin my social life.
Yeah, I can't even believe
Where-
that's a lot. That like sometimes the government should step in. And that's literally the case with the school.
So you had headgear, neck
neck
gear,
gear.
for how
Yeah.
long?
Probably 2 years or whatever the standard was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they were buck teeth. I had a gap in my teeth.
So did I.
Did you? Yeah.
Big one. How big was yours?
It was pretty big. It was like a Letterman size.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I had to have an operation to have the muscle tissue removed from the two front
Wow.
teeth because there's muscle tissue preventing the gap from closing. Did
Wow.
you do that
no,
as well?
I didn't do that.
Wow. Where did you grow up?
Orange County. Yeah, I
Oh,
grew
so
up in
you
Orange
had
County.
proper medical.
Yeah, we had the best. I mean, you have to like in Orange County, you can't look average. I mean, average is like
Oh, I know.
you have to be beautiful, rich, or really
Oh, I know.
athletic or talented. Like it's not accepted. It's
You
not
can't
accepted.
be-
It's not an intellectual based play.
But that's all of LA and San Fernando Valley too.
Well,
where
I
grew
feel
up
like
the same way.
yeah, I feel like some
For
parts
sure.
of LA have like the Greenwich Village type vibe.
Oh,
like
Silver Lake?
Los Feliz or Silver
Yeah,
Lake.
that's where. Are you there now?
That's where I live now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Silver Lake, and I agree. There's a level of disgustingness. It's almost like a badge of honor. Like, how gross and stupid can you look, and it's fine. Like at Trader Joe's.
Right. Oh my
if
God.
you can be gross.
That's why I have short hair, by the way. I was at the store the other day, and I had my full beard and like stupid hair, and the guy's like, "Can I see your ID?" And I'm like, "All right, here's my ID," and he goes, "Wow, you don't look anything like your ID." Because in my ID, I look like this. And then he goes, "What you do? Move to Silver Lake?" And I'm like, "You son of a bitch!"
You.
So I kept on thinking about it the whole day, and I'm like, I do look like I'm trying to be like some hipster Silver Lake guy. So I just went home and just shaved my head and trimmed my beard down.
Well, because in LA, the shittier you look and the less you give a shit, it's actually perceived as like you're more important. Like if you walk into a meeting, like a showbiz meeting, and you're like, I'm gonna wear my, you're nice. Yeah. It's seen as like trying too hard. Like I feel like the less you give a shit, the more respect you get. Ironically, does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah, it's like letting that butterfly go, and then it comes back.
I have a dental update recommendation for this holiday season. If you look at the monitor right here, this is a movie I don't know if you've seen before. It's called Teeth. And I highly recommend it. I believe it's on Netflix, but check this out.
All right.
Oh,
what can I do for you, miss? Is this your first time? Okay. So I imagine you have no idea what to expect.
Not really.
Don't worry. I'm not going to bite you. Just lie down. Put your feet right in here.
God.
Okay.
Wait.
Vagina.
Are you sexually active?
No, I just want to be checked out.
Okay, then.
I did this before I was
with a guy.
sexually
With a guy.
active. No, never a male gynecologist.
Have you guys heard of this movie?
No. I don't like it already, though.
It's not scary, no.
I think there might be something weird going on inside.
What have you put in here?
Brian, what are you doing to me?
It's won this 2007 Sundance Film Festival.
There's something inside of me
Oh
that's
my
lethal.
God.
Dentata.
What?
It's Latin for teeth. It's what's inside me.
I'm so lost.
Are you afraid?
Can I tell you something?
Do you know what this is about?
It's about the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Did you say
Shoot,
that it's
let me
not
guess.
scary? Did you say that?
Yeah.
I'm horrified.
This is so stupid. Can I tell you, this is based on the ignorance of knowledge of female genitalia. Like, this is based on the fear of a woman's vagina. This is patriarchal bullshit and fear. What is this crap?
It's about a woman that has teeth in her vagina, and I've not seen the movie.
Okay, like a cat. Don't cats have spikes in their vaginas?
No, they have cat spikes on their dicks. But,
okay.
But yeah, and I guess what happens is that I'm guessing her vagina kills people, and but what's funny is a lot of people have recommended this movie to me because they said it's actually pretty good.
Patrick, is this on your list of movies?
No, I won't see this one.
What is wrong with Brian?
It's. Yeah,
is this a holiday film
It's
for
a
you, Pat?
Holiday. Does that
How
cat
stupid.
have a Hitler mustache on it? Yeah, I couldn't
It
do that
does
because
have
that
Charlie
it's like
Chaplin,
it's kind of
yeah.
like the clown. Like some kids are gonna see that, like impressionable junior high kids, and like it'll turn them gay. Like it'll be like, I'm not going anywhere near a vagina. And maybe that's a population control thing because then the gay couples can't have sex and procreate. So maybe
I was just thinking that it's a commentary on gay marriage of some, I don't know.
because that'll try. I mean, if I saw that at an early enough age, that would have turned me off on
It's stupidest.
on vagina.
Well, then you have this. Then if
Oh,
you want, if you don't,
please,
if you can't
no more.
afford your own dental work, you could always get your own. Do it at home.
Oh!
Female right here, and I'm gonna make some fake teeth out of it. This is the transparent white Fimo. We'll see how it works.
Oh.
Look okay.
Oh god.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh.
The trick is to mold it into shapes that look like teeth.
Looks like
This
teeth.
is the
Can I tell you
difficult
something?
part.
I had a friend that worked on Jerry Springer, and she's a producer on this show, and she said the most annoying part was having to put teeth on people because almost all of the people, the guests, were missing teeth. So that's what they do on like Jerry Springer. They put in fake, or flippers. You know those things that like the toddlers and tiaras wear.
Right.
Okay, Brian, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I can't watch hillbillies putting in teeth. This is enough. First vagina, and then I'm fucking nauseous. So listen.
I love that show, by the way, Jerry Springer. It's one of my favorites.
Is it really?
Yeah, because you have a very intellectual, very intelligent human being running a show, like at the bottom cell.
Yes.
Like he's addressing this bottom feeding element of society, and
just like Adam Sandler in his movies.
But I mean, yeah, but Jerry's like bringing it to the forefront. He's like, look, this is guys, America. This is how bad it is in some spots, and I think it's giving them attention and making well-to-do Americans go, oh wow, that's like it's bringing things into the spotlight that need to be addressed. I think that
it is under the guise of like a meaningful. But you know what? It's funny because there's always a snobbery about unscripted television reality. Like, you know, this industry likes to pretend, I don't really watch Jersey Shore. I don't really watch Jerry Springer and this and that. But it's like, you know what? I don't really watch How I Met Your Mother. Who the fuck is laughing at 2.5 Men?
Who watched Becker? How did Becker stay on the air?
I mean,
Becker.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You should be more fucking embarrassed that you're watching these scripted pieces of shit that they're putting out. So Jerry Springer is 1,000 times more entertaining to me than any of these. He's not on anymore.
I don't think it's on.
Remember Ricky Lake though? I Ricky's
her.
real.
She was really cute. I thought, like a cute, she was kind of sexy.
She lost weight. I saw her at the airport.
Oh, really?
She was right in front of me. A big stupid face. She still has a fat girl face, and then the rest of the body is skinny.
Oh.
But she did this documentary about birthing. Like she gave birth. You know, some women, they have children and then it changes them forever. Yeah. It's like this, you know, like so you're the first woman that's ever pushed a fucking baby out of your cooch, and now it's this like I have to make documentaries about I gotta change my life. How come babies never change men's lives? How come you never hear guys being like, oh, I'm
Rocky Balboa said it was the greatest, like when he's at the end of Rocky 2, he's like, aside from my child being born, this is the greatest night of my life.
So he addressed fatherhood. Well, you know, like whenever they interview female comedians or female entertainers, they're like, well, how do you handle being away from the kids? They never asked male comedians, how do you feel being away?
I mean, it just comes out of you. That's why. I mean, it's physically connected to you.
I guess.
You know?
I wouldn't know.
That's true, yeah.
But I've had amazing bowel movements that are pretty similar, and I feel like I should take pictures and share with people. Anyway,
that had heartbeats.
I was Mom's House listeners. I was in Appleton, Wisconsin this last week at Skyline Comedy Cafe. Have you ever done that one?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You did?
Yeah, it's great. They have the pretzels with the cheese, the nacho cheese. Yeah. Soft pretzels. Pretzel bites. It's not one soft pretzel.
I can't believe you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just, again, they had just invented, like, I mean, there were pretzels and there was nacho cheese before, but they had just figured out how to make like little bitty soft pretzels.
You know what? It's so funny because I ate them all week long.
Yeah, well, that's the only food they serve there, right?
God, those things are good.
They're nachos, but the pretzel bites are just a little soggy. Like I don't know what the wetness was every night, and I'd still eat them.
Well, what they do is they put them on a tray and they spray them with water to make the salt attached to them, and then they spray the salt. And usually when you cook them, they're supposed to not be wet anymore. So what they probably did is they didn't cook them long enough. I used to work in a movie theater, and
sounds like it.
Yeah, and so we once in a while would take home like huge bags of popcorn and tons of pretzel bites and cheese, and we would have like that's what we ate off of.
What's the secret with movie popcorn? Why is it so much better than the shit that we make at home? Like why?
It honestly is just a kettle usually, and the oil that they put in it. But
I could totally see you working. Can't you see a young
Oh,
Brian?
yeah.
I see you masturbating in the dark all the time. Like the minute the lights are out, you're just furious.
Well, I was a projectionist, so I had my own booths.
Oh, nice.
So I would go up there and I would have sex. I would date one of the ushers, this girl, and I'd be like, "Hey, come on upstairs, number 7." So we'd go up and have sex in the projectionist.
Knew it.
And also, what's really fun, I think I've said this before, but I used to actually do that thing that they showed in Fight Club, where I would have to put together the movies, and then like I would have like trailers from other movies, or I would have old movies that got ruined, and I would have frames of like sexy parts, and I would put them into other movies. So like you're watching it, you know, you're watching like Ferngully, and out of nowhere you'll see like a vagina for 1 microsecond, and most people wouldn't even know what the fuck just happened.
I love that part of that movie.
Fight Club?
It makes me laugh so hard. I love Fight Club.
It's such a phenomenal movie. It's such a huge social statement. Like,
I know,
let these
dude,
people do what they're doing down there, and don't worry about it. You know? We're the people that park your cars and.
Yes. What is it? Something loving shit of the world or something.
And come on, Meatloaf's boobs. I can't stop thinking about it.
Bitch tits. His bitch tits.
God.
So anyway, I was in Appleton.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
That's where Harry Houdini's from. Houdini's from
shut
there.
the
There's a
fuck
museum
up.
there that you need to go to next time you're there.
Okay, well, can I tell you that's my favorite part is when, and I know people, first of all, whenever you go to the Midwest, you realize how fucking mean we are, and how inconsiderate of a piece of shit that I am, and I have no manners, and I don't give a shit, but people are so sweet, because they came up to me and they're like, Tuesday night there's a blues bar, and then, down the thing there's a museum, the thing. Right. And as a comic, you're always just like, nah, I won't be doing any of that. I'm just going to go back to my hotel room. Yeah. No, I'll be watching TV all day tomorrow. Preserving.
Yeah, because those 2 hours, 3 hours or 4 or 5 on Friday and Saturday, you really need to be very present.
Is that what it is?
I think so. And like you want your peak performance to be there. So you kind of just are in a holding pattern all day.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out why I'm so... And I've had this phenomenon happen now where I have like all these people coming from my past to see my shows. Like my family, I have 10 years into stand-up. My dad never wants to see a show. Right. Now all of a sudden he wants to come, and then whoever he's dating wants to come, and then so-and-so and your cousin. And it's like, I don't really like that because... Yeah. It's very emotionally, it takes something away from you that you need to be putting into your performance. So while you're grateful that these people are there and they want to support you, it can be very...
Oh, it's harder to perform for people you know. And
I hate it. Yeah. Why is that?
I don't
know,
because you care.
Too?
You care how it goes, I think. Yeah. I don't like it when I have to go do shows in Irvine or something. And I get more high-strung about shows where if I know half the audience or something, because you can feel them just like nodding and going, oh, yeah, instead of laughter, like you get with strangers, or just not caring, there's judgment involved,
That's correct. Yeah. And even though they swear up and down like, oh, I'm not judging you, and it's like, no, but they kind of are, I think, in a way, a little bit harder because they know you as a person outside of this.
Right. And they're like, oh, they can be funnier at home or something when they're talking. Why don't they talk about like Steve, who we grew up with? And it's like, well, that's not going
to. Or don't put that in your act when some stranger is like, and you're like, don't worry, Susan from fucking Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put your life.
Not gonna make it, it's not going to make it on Letterman or Conan.
Yeah, don't your crazy hot dog story is not going to make it. But I was wondering, why am I so tired? Like you land somewhere. You don't know where to get food.
Right.
That's your first thing. Is like, how am I going to eat? Where am I going to get a bottle of fucking water? Am I going to sleep tonight? Is this hotel bed going to be okay? Is it going to be loud? Yeah. And then the next day you do radio, and then you go back to bed, and it's this thing of just, you're right, conserving your sanity and your energy.
Because you're responsible. Comics are responsible for 300 people's joy for an hour, or an hour and a half. So it's like that is so much. So there's no way you're going to go through. Like people come up to me after the show a lot, and they're like, "You need to smile." And I'm all, you need to, don't tell me to smile. You're basically saying lie to me when you tell someone to smile.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to smile. I just made you laugh for an hour. Like go home.
Yeah. Like, didn't I do this? Didn't we just do this?
Right.
You know what that kills me, Keane. Actually, when people tell me to smile, and especially as a girl, nothing fucking infuriates me more when I'm walking down the street. And I'm in my fucking dirty sweatpants. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it. Somebody that I hate. I'm planning a monologue I'm going to say to somebody or some confrontation in the future or whatever it is. And then some fucking douchebag. Hey, why don't you smile? And it infuriates me on such a fucking prime. Like, who the fuck are you, first of all?
You have no idea what happened to that person. Yeah,
you don't know what just happened to me. I could have found out that my dog is, dying of cancer or whatever. And that's so presumptuous. Yeah. Like, it's just, I would never tell somebody to smile. Like, it enrages me. Like, I just want to stab them in the balls.
I hate when you're talking to somebody and somebody just out of nowhere goes, "Hey, blah 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 blah," and you're just like interrupting you talking, and then so I'll let them talk for a second, and then once they're done talking, I'll be like, "Yeah, so my mom has like 2 weeks to live," like as if I'm just telling this person like the worst news ever.
Put it on them, yeah.
No, here's the worst: is when someone finds out you're a comedian. I don't even tell people anymore. If I'm flying somewhere, like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm an accountant. I don't even fucking tell you. Because what's the first thing they
tell me a joke.
Tell me a joke.
Tell me a joke. I never tell. I say teacher or just writer or something.
But writer's even too interesting to what do you write for?
That's
and
true.
Be like, oh my.
Well, it's like if you live in LA, I've met a few casting directors that are just when they meet people at parties or wherever during the night on weekends. I'm a nurse. They say they're a nurse because it's like the last thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's almost like if you tell people in Hollywood or LA in general, I'm a producer, it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of maybe sometimes too big for the common actor to relate to. But if you say casting director, then everybody thinks, oh, this person wants to meet me. And so most casting directors, I would think, would not want to tell people what they do.
So what do you say when people ask you, when they do tell me a joke, what's your response?
I have a bunch of jokes that I didn't write, but that other people did.
Street jokes.
Laffy Taffy jokes.
That's what they expect. That's what they're asking you
There's
for.
There's a lot of good
joke.
ones out there. And then I'll quote the person I'll say, well, that's not actually mine, it's this person's.
Yeah.
And by that time they're laughing, and so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I have a few go-tos.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because usually I just go like, no, I'm not very funny, and I just don't oblige it.
Right.
Because I think what people don't know is that when you're asking a comedian, tell me a joke, what you're asking for is what's known as a street joke, which is like truly tasteless joke books or like set up punchy. And stand-up comedians, your humor should come from a character, from you rather. From a very personal perspective. So just to say something from your act out of context kind of doesn't work.
No.
It's
better to do something funny than to say something that is prescribed.
Right.
Tell me a joke. Well, how about if I just knock that tray out of the flight attendant's hand? That's funny, right? Like, there you go.
You have one of my favorite jokes ever. I love
say
Pat
it to
Keane.
us. Tell us
your joke, Keane. Now, you have that joke, you're like, I just got my headshots back.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm going to be a writer.
Right. Yes.
But see, you couldn't just say that.
Right. You have to see... it's the presentation.
It's in context.
I think. Yeah, it's in context.
That's such a great joke, though. I do have to say, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it stemmed from a joke. It came from like if you read the newspaper and then you see newspaper columnists. A lot of them have their picture right next to the article. And it's like, okay, I can see why, but you can see why that person became a writer.
Oh, that's great.
Right? And so that's how it kind of developed into just a one-liner.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's a great joke. I don't know if I could ever use that. I think at one point you could if you gave America a background on what a headshot is. I think most people know,
right?
But a lot of bookers for late night shows will shy away from that joke.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, I don't know, I like it, but I don't know if enough of America knows. But it works in LA and it works all over Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I think even like people know what headshots are. They're in a comedy club. There are headshots all over the place.
I think people know.
So
I think those bookers of late night assume the audience is far dumber than we give them credit for.
Yeah, so do the people. Yeah, you're right. And so the people in development here in LA, it's like, well, would it work in Peoria? Well, have you been to Peoria?
Yeah, have you done it? Because I have.
Those crowds work, man. They understand.
That's the interesting thing is that I think television really underestimates the intelligence of. I mean, I'm not saying that all places are brilliant, but the Midwest, they're pretty bright, actually.
Yeah, no, they're hip crowds.
Yeah, it's not, the South is another thing.
The South is a different story.
but the Midwest, like, they're pretty savvy, dude. They get it.
Yeah.
I like the more that I do the Midwest, the more I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I really dig them. Like, they're just slackers. They're kind of slackers the way we are.
Ambitionless.
Yeah, I like that. I really dig it. Like, I could totally do that. I could totally be that.
Speaking of the Midwest, did you hear what the fuck's going on in my hometown right now?
What is going on?
Columbus, Ohio. There's this guy that now I haven't checked on it today, so I don't know if there's any news updates. But there's this guy that owns all these exotic animals, and they found him dead outside of his house last night, and every single cage open.
Good.
And so
hallelujah.
There's like giraffes, tigers, bears, lions, and everything going around.
Oh, chaos!
Going around the whole entire. So far, they've killed 49 animals because there's just tigers running around fucking Columbus, Ohio, or Zanesville, Ohio, or wherever this fuck this is.
Who are these people?
I know, but it's ridiculous because I guess there's bears. I mean, there's everything. Can you imagine just being like on the highway and seeing a giraffe running down the highway?
I would love that more than anything.
Jesus.
But I think it's kind of fucked up that they're killing them all.
It is
like, couldn't they
stupid.
just like
Well,
fucking
that's
put them to sleep?
Tranquilize them.
Yeah, that's Central Ohio. I mean, you know.
Yeah, why are we
it's
killing
like, Jesus.
Can I,
If that were in like the Bay Area in San Francisco, like, you know.
Oh,
or, like,
God, can you
California,
imagine that?
we would go
animal rights
bonkers.
activists.
We would go fucking
Well, I'm sure they are
bonkers.
going to still go bonkers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
what
Columbus, Ohio is pretty progressive. They would know. So you guys, I want to talk about something that happened to me that was really fucking pretty rad. I mean, super rad for me, and you're going to not think it's that cool, but I'm a huge Pixies fan. You know the Pixies.
They're
Keane.
fantastic. Yeah, I saw them at Coachella a few years
You
ago.
did?
Yeah.
So I've been a fan since I was like 13. I fucking nerd out hard. And I even had a Pixies bag made for me from Molly Schminke, the booker of the Punchline.
Oh my God, yeah, Molly, yeah.
She does these bags. And I have this custom bag. I have Pixies shoes. I have Pixies zip-ups. I have Pixies everything. I'm walking down the street with my husband to go for dinner. And in our neighborhood is fucking Kim Deal.
Wow.
She's the bassist for the Pixies. And
Yeah.
she has a twin sister, Kelly Deal. And we're walking, and I see her, and I stop, and I shit my pants. No, I don't shit my pants. But I was like very nervous. And I grabbed my husband. I was like, that's fucking Kim Deal. And now here's the thing. I don't nerd out about any celebrities.
Right.
I don't give a shit. I grew up in LA. There's only two people I care about. Howard Stern and Kim Deal.
Right.
So this is the biggest thing that's happened to me.
Right.
So I talked to her, and I went up to her, and I was like, my heart was pounding. And I felt like such a nerd. Like, have you ever met somebody, and you're just like, what do you say to somebody who you, I think you're great. Like, everybody says that to them.
your dick.
Yeah, it was so, and she was so great, and I got a picture with her, and she
Oh,
liked
that's
my
awesome.
bag. Yeah, and I feel like such a nerd.
You had the bag on you?
Of course.
How
It's
awesome
such
is
a
that?
nerd alert,
How-
yeah.
She must have been like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is a real fan.
Well, she's kind of a space cadet. She had a bit of a drug problem.
Nice.
So she was like, "Oh, it's great." She's from Ohio too. She lives in Dayton.
Yeah.
Where are they from as a band? Are they from Dayton as a band? I mean,
They formed in Boston.
Boston, okay.
But then I know that she's from Ohio. and
So
her
do you have this
sister.
picture? This
I do. I got it right
Are you going to
here.
email it to me so I could show everyone?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so.
They rule. Is there a documentary on them or something?
Yes.
There's
There's an awesome documentary on Netflix. What's it called? Do you remember?
There's Loud, Quiet, Loud, which is about the Pixies, and they're reuniting and like them fighting. And then there's a great one about Kim and Kelly Deal, called The Real Deal, about them grappling with like heroin addiction.
I like that word grappling, and I'd like heroin as well.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
you're
it's
gonna like that.
So that's why
I'm
you
gonna
like
send
the
it to
Fight
you.
Club, because they play the Pixies. at
Yeah.
the Fight Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a great. Anyway, that was a huge moment for me, and I know it's fucking way nerdy, but I swear to God, this is. I don't know. Who's your favorite person that if you could meet, you would? Was there anybody that can? Because nobody really can do this to me except the
I
Pixies.
don't know. I'd be pretty happy to meet like Bill Murray or Gene Wilder.
Oh, that's on my list.
Bill Murray would be nice.
Would you like? What would you say? Would you nerd out?
I don't know. I think I'd just make sure he's all like, make sure nobody was bothering him. You know, because I don't know what I don't want to.
You'd protect him in his honor.
from a distance, though. I wouldn't creep him out.
Yeah, that's the balance. Is when
because
you
it's
meet
what are you gonna-
somebody.
Yeah.
Mine has definitely always been Steve Martin. And,
Oh,
and
he's
even when I was
phenomenal.
a young kid, I would go to the library and they had this book that had like celebrity contact information in it. It was like
Yeah.
Hollywood star addresses, it was like to their managers and stuff. And I think I wrote Steve Martin like 4 times
Wow.
and never heard anything back from him or anything like that. But like I just want to meet him before he dies. Like I know he's gonna die. I'm never gonna meet him. I don't even know where he fucking lives. He lives in San Francisco or something. Or
No, he's LA. I think
is
he's
he
LA.
still LA?
Yeah, I think he's in LA. He was at the they did a Bernie Brillstein tribute a few years ago, and he sat in the back. Kind of came in a little bit late, so and sat in the way back, and he was like a few feet away, and he was laughing, and rightly so. And Martin Short was emceeing this kind of send off to Bernie Brillstein, and he was funny. Martin Short was, but Steve Martin was just rolling.
Oh,
at
he's
it. So
awesome.
it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I would shit my pants to meet him. And I don't really nerd out on many comics.
Yeah.
I nerded out hard on Greg Giraldo. I got to meet him before he died, and I fucking love Giraldo. I think he's the only one that I would like.
Yeah, well, it's funny because in this business, like, you start, all of a sudden you're opening for some of these people.
Yeah.
And working with these people
Oh,
that
it's
you
crazy.
worshipped over the years. And then, it was so funny at Halloween a couple years ago, one of my friends was Zach Galifianakis' character from The Hangover, and here, and I'm doing shows with Zach once in a while, and and whatever, and it's like so funny that people from different worlds, like
it is
universes
weird
crossing over. It's
and especially because when you're a comic too, you're like, oh, but this person's a comic like me.
Yeah.
So it's not a big like. I met Joan Rivers. I got to do a festival with her, and I was like, oh, this is so. Oh, there I am with Kim Deal.
Oh my god!
Isn't she cool?
That is so great.
She's just so rad. She
kind of looks like Mary Lynn Rice Cub if she got became an alcoholic and
poor Kim Deal.
That's a great picture.
She's so cool, man. She's so talented. I really admire.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And musicians are so different than comics. I feel like it's such a different.
We were at a show last night in Orange County with John Huck and Mike O'Connell, and we were about to go up to this bar crowd, and Mike plays music. He does it all. Mike does, but John and I just look at each other and we're like, why can't we just be in a band? Like,
so much easier, right?
Yeah, just playing music and like they can ignore us and we don't take it personally.
Yeah. Well, I asked Kim Deal because she was like, oh, we did shows at Spaceland, which is in Silver Lake, this venue, and it was so great. I mean, and I was like, how do you? She goes, oh, I don't know if they liked it. I'm like, how do you know if an audience likes your music? Because that to me, like, either they get up and they dance or whatever, or how do you know? Because in comedy,
lighters.
I get like.
Oh yeah. Comedy has the immediate.
Of that, like yes, no, and it's not even maybe in comedy. It's yes and fucking no. Never say that again. So I don't know.
In music, you don't know, I guess, right?
I guess that's when you're a real artist. When you're like, I don't give a shit.
Once you do know, though, with music, then you've got it for a lifetime. You don't. People don't care if you do new stuff. You can just keep playing Hotel California.
That's dude. Yeah. But that's got to suck too. In music, you reach your peak.
Yeah,
and then you age out of being but there's very few people that can, like Rolling Stones, I think are pretty, like, what's his name? Mick Jagger?
Yeah.
That guy's fucking solid to, like, and what's the other guy that's
Keith
pirate?
Richards?
Yeah,
Keith
man.
Richards, yeah, those to have two guys in your band that are, like, good
serious
face men and distinct personalities. Now, Radiohead, isn't their inspiration the Pixies?
Well, I don't know Radiohead.
I'd heard that like
Nirvana was like we stole from the Pixies, basically. Kurt Cobain.
Oh, okay.
He said that directly. We were just doing a Pixies impression. Which I think
they've covered Pixie songs too. They're like one of my
Radiohead did or
Nirvana
did.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Shit, what was it called? I could play it on the.
I wasn't a huge. I knew Nirvana as a teenager because they were one of them when they were like punk. Because I thought like that was really cool that they're punk before they fucking blew up. But I remember the day Kurt Cobain died. Do you remember? Wait, how old are you?
I am 36, so I don't. I mean, I was old enough to remember. I must have been in late high school or college, early.
Because it was my senior year.
Okay.
And I remember like being in class and like having the Time magazine or something, the cover, and being like, oh my god.
So it must have been early 90s, right? Because, they hit it in early 90s. And did he die in the mid-90s?
I think 94, man.
Oh, 94, mid-90s, okay.
93, he's done.
Yeah, I don't... Josh Weiner is a writer, a comedy writer. He's got a great joke about Kurt Cobain. He wasn't... I mean, he was great, but he also died at a perfect time in his career.
Yeah, they always...
Right?
That's true. Now you're going to forever be...
If Ralph Macchio died after the Karate Kid,
That's right.
There'd be a university named after him. But
so, Pat Keane, what are you up to these days? What do these people need to know about you?
Stand up. I'm going to do the Seattle Comedy Festival.
Oh, is this the Bridgetown? No. Sorry, that's different.
That's Bridgetown. I think is Portland.
Okay.
No? Okay. But
So
I'm doing
Seattle.
in November. I'll be all around that place
Oh, that's cool.
for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I've never done comedy there, but it seems like a good
Yeah,
place.
I think it'll be good. I think it's
That's dope.
it'll be the weather will be my kind of weather.
Oh,
Like
me
when you have the
too.
excuse not to go out.
Yeah.
Right?
Me too. Can I tell you, the older I get and the more I travel,
Yeah.
people are like, "Where's your favorite place?" I'm like, "My favorite place is my fucking couch
Right.
in Silver Lake with my husband sitting next to me, and we have a DVR full of like Millionaire Matchmaker and Jersey Shore,
Right.
and it's just
Have you seen this
lazy.
this show with the lady? It's a Jersey medium.
Yes,
Is that her
it's
name?
my new favorite
Yeah,
one.
that's great.
Because do you believe in that? I believe in
I don't-
ghosts and.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe against it. I'm not.
But do you think that that's real?
I mean, how specific is she getting? It seems like in some cases she was very specific, right?
No, she was. She's like, if someone. Remember, she goes in the bike shop and she's like, somebody hanged themselves here, I mean, that's fucking really specific.
Yeah, if she doesn't know that going in, that is. You can't just guess that, right?
No, that's not a, do you like the color red?
Right.
No. Blue? No. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty dead on. But it's just fascinating that, I don't know, she's funny with the whole Jersey accent.
I like her. I love that shit.
If you're from Jersey and you have any profession, you could just get a reality show.
I love it. I don't like the housewife stuff, though. I can't watch a show where it's a bunch of overprivileged white bitches complaining about their manicures. I mean, give me a fucking break. I like the Jersey Shore. Right. Because that's a bunch of dirty Guidos fighting and fucking. And they're just rednecks with, like, better bodies.
Adam Carolla said a great thing. He's like, we're Italians. We're like dumb Jews. And I thought that was so funny. Such a fun.
Carolla's Hungarian. I like him.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
man. So, Keane, are you still at Kimmel? I know you're working
I'm
over
there.
there.
I'm there like once in a while, helping with the field segments, like
That's
anything not shot in the
cool.
studio. And they'll throw me in an episode or a sketch once in a while, which is great. And so that's good. And then doing stand up around town and trying to make it happen. Writing always.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of comics and writers and performers, they have to be on camera and the center of it all. But I would happily have a career behind camera and write for somebody else if they wanted.
I could see that. I could see you doing that.
Would gladly do it.
You're a phenomenal joke writer. I think the way your shit's crafted is just amazing.
Thank
and you
you,
have a
yeah.
great presence. You're very calm. But you've always had that about you, I think, even back early, that you were very calm and you were very centered. You knew who you were very early. Your voice was very distinct very early, which is rare.
Right, yeah.
How long have you been doing it now?
11 years in. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you knew early, I feel.
Yeah,
more
that's
so than
crazy. I
most
can't
people.
believe you were just starting back
Oh,
then. 'Cause that was
I'm
like
gonna
you and
fucking
me
kill
and Mick
myself.
Betancourt and Tom, I think.
Jesus, these are dead animals. Yeah, Mick Betancourt. Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
He's from
that was
Chicago.
Yeah.
He was really funny. He had that great joke about Hitler giving a toast, or Hitler's best man.
Best man at the
This
wedding.
this guy right here, he was an animal.
What is it, Paris in 2 weeks? Who does that? Yeah, he's
Man,
strong.
Betancourt was so... Is he still doing stand-up?
He quits once a week.
Yeah, man.
He does.
Oh, that guy was so funny. I liked him a lot. Yeah, you, Mick Betancourt, and Brian Keith Etheridge,
Brian Keith,
who's also a very funny guy.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Just so talented.
Yeah.
He's a great writer, too.
Yeah, great musician, great writer.
TV stuff. He's great with TV. And then who was Scott Ward?
Scott Ward, yeah.
He was
were
still
all doing
around?
shows. Yeah, those guys, everyone's still here.
That
That's
was
the
a cool
problem.
crew,
Nobody's
man.
dying, yeah. That's
Back
why
in the
there's
day,
overpopulation.
son.
But and it's all about, like, because there's all these people going in these individual directions, and you really got to sync up and synergize and you know, get involved with projects.
I think so too. I think that's my next move. Is like the road's been great and it's been fun, but I think I want to fucking make more things in LA and figure out what that thing.
Yeah,
is.
make it work here. Make it, because a lot of comics are like, oh, I should go to San Francisco or Boston.
Yeah.
It's like, make it work where you are. You know?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do.
I know.
It's a day job. That's the trick. I want to show you a video. Have you seen this guy, Steven?
Is he on a toilet dressed in a big fat
Sitting
black
on the
suit?
toilet. No, he's this kid who. Oh no, wait, that's okay. So watch. Oh wait, no, do the other one. Can we do the other one? Wait. No, wait. This is it. Sorry, this is it. So there's this kid Steven and his brother, and Steven has anger problems.
Oh boy.
It makes me laugh so hard. And so his brother has been taping everything that he's been doing.
That's hilarious. How'd you find this?
Oh, if I freaking forget. I've known this for like a year.
You see a lot of internet videos.
I don't know, people send me these things.
MMA class told him that he's not flexible enough, so he started taking gymnastics. This is the second day, and the first day was pretty interesting, so we'll see what goes on.
Very smart of his brother.
It's so good, and there's so many.
Touch me! No, you're trying to touch me.
Arms up. Now, straight down the middle. Come on, more and more and more. Be sure to point your
Stop touching me!
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. This kid's got issues, right?
I know, it's great. By your ears, sweet. Point your feet. Point. Point. Now, all I'm going to do is press you down a little bit. Here you go. Press down. Down.
Enough of that! Enough!
See, I think this is fake.
I don't think so.
This kid's a lunatic, man.
I know, it's
Make
great.
him go away!
Hun,
What?
can't be in here. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm just watching.
Area, you can go over in the viewing area and watch, but we really can't have you out here on the floor.
It's all right. Okay.
Distraction.
All right.
Okay. Stay.
Okay, distraction.
Come on over here. Hey, this is really going to help you with your.
That's not their mom, is it?
No, it's a trainer. She's trying to get him to get flexible because he's a wrestler.
Put your palms flat on the floor, out a little bit. Here you go.
Why is he wearing a dress?
He's a nut.
Now, spider up the wall.
Spider?
Spider up the wall. That sounds so queer. It's not even funny. What are you talking about?
See, yeah, this
Flat.
to
All I
me
want
just
you to
screams
do
fake.
Is walk your feet up the wall. There you go. Come on. Push hard. Push. There you go. Push.
But there's so many of these videos.
Push harder.
Stop laughing.
I'm sorry. You're really doing good. There you go.
I know.
There you go. There,
He freaks out even harder.
Now, start walking your hands into the wall. Push hard. Push.
Damn, that looks fucking hard.
I know. I couldn't never.
Taller. Come on, Steven. Oh, Steven, that was good.
No, it's gay.
Steven, it was really
No, this is the gayest thing I've ever done.
Okay, look, you're going to really enjoy this. Huh? Really and truly, I am really, really sorry, but you really need to be in the gym.
All right.
Okay?
Just give me a couple
He
minutes.
freaks out even harder, and it's
Yeah.
really funny.
They always videotape us for like perverted reasons. Oh my god.
Okay, come on over.
How old's that guy? I thought it was a kid, but it's not a kid.
He's probably like 16.
Spotter, go ahead and sit down. You can do it.
Yeah, I know I can sit down. I know I can. I have confidence.
Touch you.
Yeah, see, like he's really acting like this. Come
I
on.
don't have to touch you. Here we go. Arms straight out. Sit into it.
I hope this kid gets his ass kicked in this next MMA fight so hard.
Here we go. Here you go. You want it, Steve. Here you go. You bring your arms down and you're going to push off and go all the way back, keeping your belly pushed up. Here we go. Arms straight out. Straight out. Bring them down and up and push off. Go. Push.
Oh, that looks terrible.
Ow! Freaking thing landed on me.
Oh, come on. Alright, this is totally fake. Yeah, it is. It's super fake.
It's all right.
It's not.
Okay, come on out.
This kid has to be a really good actor.
Steven, come on.
No!
Honey.
It's impossible with this thing on.
Listen, you got
They have to be really good actors.
Go away!
Please, okay, please. You have got to be quiet. There is another class going on.
Look at
Come
this
on.
kid's.
I don't care!
Come on out.
No!
Steven, come on out.
I'm trying! What do you think? I like being in here?
No. Now listen, the more you fight her, the deeper you're going to get into it. You can't fight it.
No!
Can't fight it. Just
Make him go away!
please. Steven, you need to tone it down. Steven.
Do you really think this is real?
Yeah.
Why would you think this is real?
Because there's a bunch of them. He puts a remote control up his butt in the next one.
Oh, he's that guy? Yeah, this is 100% fake.
Really?
Yeah, this is all fake.
How do you know?
Because this has already been proven that it's just these guys that are trying to make funny internet videos.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
I thought he was a really good actor.
Leotard and die!
Take your gay leotard and die is hilarious.
I can't believe I fell for that.
Take your gay leotard and
Well,
die.
hopefully those kids get the shit kicked out of them.
Wait, are you telling me that's fake?
Yeah,
for
it's
real?
100% fake.
How do you know?
Because the original one with the remote control was so absurd and ridiculous, and then it came out that those people are just making fake, and that's the whole joke. Is like that guy is such a freak out spaz, you know?
Right.
I'm really upset now.
I'm really upset that these photos of these dead animals in Columbus, Ohio. I mean, look at those fucking lines and.
So I didn't realize so he had a whole compound. This guy.
Yeah, he had giraffes and everything. He had, there's 54 animals or something like that are they've killed 48.
And
or
he
something
let
like
them
that.
all out. It's like what was that? Was some Planet of the Apes movie that just came out?
Yeah, God, that's horrible.
Maybe he was inspired. But then did he kill himself?
Yeah, well, they I don't know if they've announced it yet, but yesterday they didn't say.
Or did he know he was dying?
I think he probably either was. I don't know. I have no idea. But somehow all the cages were open, so I'm guessing he planned the whole thing.
That's such a bummer, man.
Wow. And First Ohio State's program.
Can I
on the
tell you-
rocks, and then this.
You shouldn't fuck with it. When I was on Road Rules, I don't mean to brag. I was on a show called Road Rules. We had to feed alligators or crocodiles one day. Oh, I love this. And they give you a machete and you have to cut up a pig, and then you throw the pig meat at crocodiles.
Oh.
And it's fucking terrible.
Wow,
They're
man.
smelly and dangerous. This is really good though. Please watch this.
Oh, watch this.
This one's good. This is how I would act if I had to act.
Job
Hey,
fair.
girl, what's up?
Chillin'.
How you been? Nothing looking for a job. Girl, you ain't heard. Hispanic Achievers is having a job fair at the Fashion Square Mall, May 24th. You better be there.
It's good acting.
More
right?
than 30 different companies. Oh, word?
This is
Girl,
awesome.
when?
You love that?
Yeah.
May 24th at the Fashion Square Mall from noon to 4.
Noon
Girl,
to
make
4.
sure to tell all my friends and family about it. You
Girl.
best to know I'm gonna be there.
That was great,
That was awesome.
right?
That's really good.
That was sweet.
At the Fashion Square
That's
Mall,
genuine,
girl.
'cause that's real.
Can I tell you what she did do really good is stillness in the face? Because a lot of times people overact and they do a lot of eyebrow acting, and she kept it still, and that's committing. That's good.
Girl, you're gonna make it to the Orlando shopping fair job
What?
fair?
There job fair coming?
Girl, you got to get it on this.
Yo, where is it?
Orlando too. What a fascinating place. I mean, right in the middle of Florida. It's just all the white meth head hyper Christian. It's just a weird Disney World.
What's worse, Tampa?
Enterprise Rent-A-Car will pick you
This
up.
is the worst commercial ever.
It's Charlie's Angels.
Women are so silly.
Have you
Girls
seen?
love to party.
Have you seen Henry's
That's not the
Kitchen?
worst
Have you seen
commercial.
Henry Phillips's?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to see it at some point.
What's
It's
that?
called Henry's Kitchen, and it's Henry Phillips in his kitchen cooking for one every meal, and he fucks up every meal.
Oh,
It's
that's
really good.
cool.
When
I
you
want to
get a chance, check it
I'll
out.
write that down.
Henry's Kitchen.
And he just, he he tries to. No, you'll see it.
I want to. Here, I got it. Put it on. Henry Phillips is great. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, Patrick? Are you on your fucking phone?
No, it's.
Did you
I
get the
have to
new
drive.
one?
My friend has he has vertigo, and I have to take him to the hospital.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
Yeah, I don't
How
know.
do you get that?
He got. I have to drive him around this week because he got all.
That
He
sucks.
got all fucked up, and now he's got to live with it for a while.
How do you get vertigo?
I don't know. I don't know if it I think it can be just a virus. It can be just something, and but sometimes it can be really harmful and brain
That's
damage.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
we should probably wrap this up so you can get it out. But I wanted to ask you a very important question. We've been doing this lately with all of our guests.
Yeah.
We like to play a little game of Would You Rather. And I find that this one particular question really gives us insight into people's psyches. So here it is. Would you rather, on Christmas morning,
Right.
before your family opens gifts, you go, hey, everybody, come around to television, and then you put in a DVD of you masturbating and to completion. Okay, like it's you, and you don't explain it. Like you're just like, oh yeah, this is like a really funny video I shot, and it's you masturbating. Or you let 10 homeless women. Now, is it for, I forgot, Redban, for the guys, is it the 10 homeless women peeing on you?
No,
or
it's coming on your face, bukkake you.
bukkake you, but no, we
It
don't
was
make
men.
it gay. No, but for the guys, we do a female version.
Oh no, I thought it. I have no idea. I don't remember.
Well-
I thought it was guys.
I'd say we'll make it into women, or to have 10 homeless women pee on your face.
I'd take the 10 homeless women. Yeah, I couldn't because the family, Catholic, the guilt, all that just would be brutal. Like,
But you don't feel any guilt with the 10 homeless women
no,
urinating?
if it doesn't go on record.
No, I'm sorry. Well, that's interesting.
Is that being taped?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. No, I'm sorry. You have to show the video either way.
Yeah.
It's
it's either 10 homeless people peeing on your
Yeah.
face or the other one.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's Sophie's
Or
choice,
if you
isn't it?
masturbate.
I can't take this home for homework and get an answer back to you.
It's very interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not an easy
See,
question.
here's the family coming downstairs.
Right.
Like, oh, we got Patrick's going to show us a video.
I think it would still be the homeless people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then they'd at least be okay. There's outside forces at work here, and it's not just this person doing this to themselves.
Isn't that? And that's
Yeah.
exactly my reasoning too, because
It
it's
makes
kind of like you're not at fault.
Right.
It's like, look what happened to me. Isn't this terrible? As opposed to, hey guys, come watch me deliberately take part in the sexual. And I don't know why that seems better.
There's more the guilt. There's more to go around. Like all of a sudden it extends into the other participants and their family backgrounds and stuff. Wow. So man, search for meaning here on Redban.
Do you have any would you rather's that you like to present?
No, I always like that marry, fuck, kill thing.
Okay,
Like
do you want to do
but
that?
I don't know enough. I guess I don't play enough games. With that. I mean, I would have to ask: are there people that now that you're married? You're married to another comic. That works. That works. Like that's more fascinating to me than anything.
You think?
Two comedians can make it work. Because like you get into comedy as a guy a lot of times to meet girls, but the girls you're messing around with end up being comedians anyway. So it's like you're kind of like, what am I doing here, guys? But it works for you. There are a few couples that it works for. I mean,
well, I think the key, and I know because I know other comedy couples that are just fucking nightmares, and you're like, how do these two even? But I think the key with Tommy and me is that our priorities are always each other,
right?
And like having a good relationship. And I think that like we're both secure in our careers too,
right?
You know what I mean? Like he's got shit going on, I got shit going on.
That is helpful that both of you have stuff going on,
and not that you can't really compete as a man and woman in this business because women are pigeonholed entirely different,
right?
As a white guy is like. My career's never going to compete with his career just because we're by nature different.
Sure.
In this business, so, but we're not like people are like, you guys laugh all the time. Is the like no? Why would we?
Why do people think like it's like it's like the second question they ask on an airplane when you meet someone you say you're a comic.
Yeah.
They almost say, "Where do you get your material?" or "What do you talk about?" And it's like, I don't know, man. You pick. What do you want to like? But I think it's them trying to connect with you. It's just a civilian trying to get to know how it works.
It is a civilian. But that's like saying two accountants, if you married another accountant, do you guys go home?
Just crunch numbers, man.
You guys do your taxes in your spare time? Like, no, of course not. No, man, no. But, have you ever dated a female?
Yeah, I've messed around with a few.
Oh!
But,
I'm trying to remember if I know.
I don't know that it... I don't know if it was doomed from the start or not. You just spend so much time with each other, all of us as comics do, that it's going to happen inevitably. So
yeah, I mean,
you can have that policy, sure, of not dating other comics, but it's going to happen.
That's kind of the way. I didn't date any other ones before. Tommy was my only transgression, but that's only because I was dating someone else. But whatever. Right. Yeah, the point is you're around them.
Were you dating an Asian guy?
I was dating a Chinese guy. A Chinese lawyer. When I first started.
That's right, I remember you talking about that.
Chang, chong, chang, chong, chang, chong, chang. What was that? Oh, this is the best thing ever. Pat Keane's video. I am Patrick Keane.
Oh, you like this?
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, this is...
this is one of my favorite things.
This is a friend of mine.
The music's
music.
great.
Rondo.
Yeah. Oh, that was a friend of yours?
Yeah.
So good.
I am a rare breed of species. There are not many like me.
It's so dumb.
So great.
Yeah.
So great.
The red, it really brings out the...
Were you embarrassed doing this? Or was it kind of like difficult? Like, were you like, oh my god, this is ridiculous?
Yeah, it was so ridiculous that putting it on the suit with like your film crew, 2 or 3 other people, you're like, all right, the ridiculous, we're starting at ridiculous.
That right there is
that's great.
Coming through there,
but it's the music that really seals it for me.
But it's shot well. I mean, that was fun there, coming out of there.
Did anyone say something to you about it? Like when
all day, all day. People were the best were the guys on the basketball court. I almost called it the blasketball court because it's all black guys.
How dare you?
And it was all black guys on the basketball court, mostly in Venice. There, really good players actually. And they were like right here. They were like nothing ever happened. They're like, hey baby, I told you I'd meet you at home later. Like they rolled with it. Like they were funnier than the whole thing. They were the funniest part.
You have a great face.
Oh, thanks. With the shaking breasts. Yeah, I was pretty sunburned.
So funny. He played Pat Keane in this pilot thing my husband did. They were doing a sketch with Kayla Page, an adult film actress, and Pat Keane had to play the director, and it was so funny because you were so good at being a scumbag.
Was it really scumbag? It came off well.
You were like, try to smile. I forget how you say it to her. Do you remember your line? You were like,
try to smile a little more, Kayla. Come on, baby. I don't know. It's really creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that, like, you could do creepy really well.
I feel like I could play a serial killer pretty well.
Yeah, or like a Kennedy.
Yeah, a serial killer Kennedy would be a great...
Because you've got some regalness. There's something regal
there's a little Prince in there somewhere. Well, I was, private high schools in Orange County, so
Yeah.
So it's like 90210, type
done
thing
it.
of Orange County.
Love that show. Did you watch that growing up?
I did. I watched because I had a little brother and sister, and they watched it, and I was like, "Oh, what's this stupid show?" But you stick around the whole hour, But it was well done.
Kelly or Brenda?
Kelly or Brenda? That's a good question. I kind of like Tori Spelling before all this. When she was
What?
Yeah, isn't that because she played a dork in an episode of
Wait a
Saved by the
minute.
Bell?
Are you hearing this?
Do you remember she
Brian?
played a dork on Saved by the Bell?
No, I never watched that show. I never.
Saved by the She played a dork with glasses, and she had a crush on Screech. And so I kind of liked her from that. And then in 90210, I was like, oh, okay, this is all right.
Her tits got weird. Her face.
Oh,
got
her
weird.
whole yeah. That's
So
this is
I want to ask
15
you
years
this then: who was your childhood fantasy crush? Like your very first, where you knew you had sexy feelings.
I don't know.
Do you remember?
Jane Pauley from the Today Show?
Suzanne Summers from Three's Company.
There you go. Yeah.
Suzanne. Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah, I was so in love with her. That was fucking chick was so hot. And the middle
She
girl
was
wasn't that good, but the third girl was
Cindy
alright too.
Terry was great. The
Yeah,
nurse,
Terry was- yeah, Terry
Cindy wasn't. That's why they had to move to the third. But they kept Cindy on. But
Yeah.
Terry,
That's right.
Terry was hot. Terry
Terry
was in
was
Mallrats.
gorgeous.
She was gorgeous. She's in
Yeah.
Mallrats. Very sexy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember her in Mallrats.
I
She
remember
is
her
the
either.
girl they go to see at the other mall. The Sage. The what's it called? The fortune teller.
What's that?
A cat.
Yeah, but then Cindy was like the country bumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't buy that shit at all. I just remember my dad used to get angry when I would be watching that show. He would come in and be like, "What are you watching this fucking stupid shit?"
Oh, so he's straight from Hungary.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
On both my parents, like
Wow.
everybody. That's why I'm a comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that show enraged my father like nothing. He couldn't understand why Americans
Such a
thought
good
that was
show.
funny.
Jack Tripper, man, he was so.
Oh, I was in love with him. I thought Jack Tripper was just like
I thought Jack Tripper was my
smartest,
dad.
funniest.
Yeah.
My first, what my first crush was on, which is very bizarre, was actually a cartoon character. I had like a really big crush on Mighty Mouse. Isn't that weird?
But not only a cartoon, but a non-human.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I was like, I would dream about Mighty Mouse. Even to the day
Dude,
the
I come to
cartoon.
say that-
Yeah, I loved him.
Wow.
And I don't know, and
And it's a crush, or just it's
it was,
not.
No, I was 4 years old. I remember being in kindergarten,
Right.
and like I had a nightlight of Mighty Mouse, and I was just in love with him. Like I wanted him to be my boyfriend,
Yeah.
although I didn't know what I could do with him. Like I didn't know what sex was.
Right.
I wanted to like
At 4, that's pretty good.
I wanted to intensely hold his hand or something. Like I didn't know.
Wow, man.
What I wonder what that means. I want to ask my therapist what that means.
And your
I,
husband.
I agree with you. I also.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
now I'm understanding.
Now, see,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
totally understand what you're
Yeah,
talking
here we
about.
go.
No, that's
This is-
not the right one.
I get it, Christina. I get it because now it's transferred. The crush. But it's so funny. Do female mice have tits?
Oh, they have mini tits. Don't they have nipples? I think they have little baby nipples, don't they?
Oh my god, you guys. It's so disgusting. Anyways, let's wrap this shit up. Keane, where can people see you?
People can see me at the Acme Comedy Theater Club in Minneapolis next
Oh,
week. It's
that's
the
a
last week
great-
of October. Yeah,
That's a really great club. Yeah,
Yeah.
go see Pat Keane. The last week of...
last week of October.
Oh, so that's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's a great club. They always have
Oh.
great comics there. About
Enjoy
stand
that.
up. It's not about being a celebrity. They want good stand up.
That's right. I can't wait to get into that club.
So
actually, I'm going to Amsterdam. Huh, I mean, brag, guys.
yeah, that'd be great for comedy.
Yeah.
Now that's Holland, right? Those are the Dutch. Because we can't get it straight over here with that.
Well, where do-
Amsterdam is the Dutch. That's Holland.
It's Dutch, yes.
The
it's
Netherlands.
Holland,
That's
the
all the
Netherlands.
same. Those 4 things are all there.
They all call it. It's the same place. Yes, the Netherlands
The Netherlands.
is the same as Holland, which are the Dutch.
Right,
Correct.
right.
Yes.
And they speak Dutch, and then
And they speak Dutch.
Amsterdam is a city in that
In
country.
Holland.
Okay,
Yes, and so did you know that The Hague is there too?
that's right.
The Hague is known. Oh, this is real talk. Now, actually, this is brought to us from Joe Rogan. I remember Rogan brought this into the white culture. Real talk. God, this is so good. So, anyway, I'm going to Amsterdam to do a taping called Red Light Comedy with Bert Kreischer and Kyle Kinane and some other people. Did come in.
In Amsterdam?
So funny. In Amsterdam.
That'll be great.
I can't wait. I'm super excited. I've been there once before, but not for like 10 years. So great.
Red Light District.
The Red Light District Comedy. And
RLD.
and then this weekend I'm at the Downtown Comedy Club just on Friday night because Saturday I leave. And you, Redban?
Friday night we have a Death Squad show at the Ice House with Joe Rogan and Brendan Walsh and Little Esther and a couple other people.
I love Little Esther.
Tickets are sale.
Great.
How great is him and Brendan Walsh? I mean,
that's great. That's a great lineup, man. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, cool, guys. Thanks for listening. Anything, Keane? What's your email? I mean, your website?
CitizenKeane.com.
And that's Keane.
Twitter?
And it's on Twitter too. Twitter too, Citizen Keane.
At Citizen Keane. All right, mommies. All right. Thanks for coming into the house. We'll see you next time. Meow, meow, real talk.
And then Chuck yells, bitch, who do you think you are? I've got a right to love whoever I please. Then Kathy says, if you don't get your nail ass out my house, cause ho, this whoever belongs to me. And then Rufus says, nobody's going nowhere until we figure this out. Well, I'll just be right here.